What's up, peeps? This is the Kingman post office. I just got here. Cop had somebody pulled over here. So kind of busy here today. It's gonna talk a little bit and tell you what's going on, but man, people coming and going. That's the year I was born. 77. This building's as old as I am. So yeah, we're here at the Kingman post office. And of course, you know what we're doing. We're just exercising our First Amendment right to take videos and photographs in public. Dimebag, free press, of course. They got some nice bushes out here out front. I'm gonna go in and buy a stamp in a minute. Brought $1 to do that. But we'll check out what's going on outside first. Look at that thing. That's cool. Mind if I step back here and get a picture of this? Who painted that for you? Did you do that artwork yourself?
No, it's a stamp.
Oh, it looks like a sticker. Yeah.
Yeah, sticker.
Cool, man. I've always wanted one of these.
Where are you from?
Texas originally. What about y'all?
Montreal.
Montreal. Okay, there's the accent.
Yeah.
Say hi to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Y'all vacationing? Yeah, right on. Perfect weather right now.
Yeah, it's hot.
Perfect. Yeah. hot standing over there in the sun. I'm gonna stand here in the shade for a little bit. I guess there's a door on the other side, of course. There's some shade over there. Maybe I'll walk over there in a minute. I wish I was on a bike right now. That looks like fun. I bet those leathers are hot though. He's a punk rock biker. Some people give you a strange look, or they look at you, give you a second look when you're standing out here with the camera. I just smile and wave, and it kind of puts them more at ease. $85 degrees here. Talking to this guy from Canada. He said it's hot. Shoot, it ain't hot yet. 85 is nice.
Hey, Volvo. Take your hot dog for me. Oh, there's the two doggies. Don't worry.
Semper Fi, brother.
Semper Fi, do or die.
Yes, sir. That's cool.
Well, because I had to, but it turned out to be the best thing I could ever do.
Yeah.
I was back in the day when you had a little trouble with the law still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get in.
Yeah.
Things weren't too awful bad, you know.
Yeah.
But nowadays you can't.
Everybody's a little bit of a troublemaker, huh?
Yeah, I mean, a misdemeanor, yeah, you can be all right, but anything else crazy stuff, yeah, we don't want to. They can be so much more selective about it, you know. That's why they're doing it, right? Or I fear that's why they're doing it.
Well, they try to tighten the noose as much as they can get, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And as much as you'll let them take.
Yeah,
Like the old saying, you give an inch and they'll take a mile, right?
Yeah, oh boy, yeah, we did a lot of miles. I remember that one. Best thing you just shut up and deal with, man. Don't squawk and complain about it. You're just gonna get that much worse. They made sure about that, you know. Boot camp as well, you know. They once you get out in the forest, fleet forest, you know, it's be escape, man.
Yeah, yeah. One of the funnest times of my life. I had a ball.
They have you doing all kinds of
Oh yeah.
naval gunfire school, mountain warfare training, jump school,
Oh, that's cool.
all kind of.
Did
Just had to re-up, and I'm like, I want to go recon. Oh no, you got enough time to do another hoop with us, you know. I'm going, dude. I went through, you guys sent me through all this training, and now I'm gonna hang out and be a mortarman.
That's what I was, a mortarman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're lying?
Oh, 341.
Yeah. You
No,
got
I was
mine?
weapons company.
Oh, right on, man.
81s.
Hell yeah, the FTC. I was
Yeah.
you guys said, I'm gonna put it on top of your head there,
Yeah,
bud.
yeah.
Remember them 8 mistakes?
Oh yeah.
Well, we had a,
Couldn't forget them. We drilled them every day till.
I'm sorry.
So you're 41 too then?
Yeah, I was,
We're right on.
I let my recruiter talk me into going under a contract, which I knew nothing about, open or close, whatever. I had to join.
Right.
And so open contract, here immediately, 03. And the only first thing I had about that was, because I was 03, 41, was my designate at the end of boot camp. And so up to 81 millimeter ITS and then weapons company.
How far did you hump that 81?
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 miles. I mean, Mount Motherfucker, here we come.
We hiked it in Korea.
Yeah.
Them hills in Korea. That's what I remember. Them hills.
That's where I had Mountain Warfare was in Korea.
Right, mountain warfare.
Those guys are they're psychotic, man.
We did that in the Philippines.
Oh, did you?
The
I went to jungle school in the Philippines.
the jungle. That's what.
Yes.
The jungle, not the mountain. That's what I meant. Jungle.
Yeah, Jess was. I got up on that, man. So let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And all the Black Brothers Marines, they wanted to get that bird. You know, and they're setting up a bamboo snare trap trying to get this bird. I'm going, well, I don't see much bird coming. All we have is rice and whatever else, you know. I'm going, so I'm out in the creek and I'm getting snails. And they're going, oh, dude, you gonna eat that all there? Crack ends open, suck the ball, and I go, yeah, let's go, man.
See, I'm a snake guy, so
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
I can. I know where snakes are hiding.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
I'm a snake guy.
That's
I've
nothing wrong with that.
hunted snakes. I know the territory, so we found a couple snakes out there.
You 29 palms?
I've never been to 29 Palms.
Oh, so you say you can
Thank God. No, I was in Hawaii.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the Maui Hawaii Marines.
Yeah. It was a rough duty station,
Yeah, I bet it was.
but you know what? I didn't complain once.
It didn't do any good anyway if you did it right. I mean, but if they wanted to, they'd make it work for you, you know.
You
No,
ever been there to K-Bay?
See, I never.
5-minute barracks or 5-minute walk from the beach, you know? Like, that's your own private beach because
Right.
it's on the base, so.
Man, I've been.
Own private golf course. Well, I don't know if that, I'm sure it's open to the public, right?
Old Marines, man.
Well, you were probably in the shit, huh? Are you that old?
No, I missed out on Vietnam. I was happy about that. I went in 80, and I ran the embassy. Then when they bombed it, you know, killed 300 of them, whatever. I went in right after that.
Yeah, okay.
And one time we was on Okinawa out in the Kadena on the flight deck with all of our gear, weapons and all. Boys, better get ready. And Korea was having its fit, you know. We're talking about be going to Korea, guys. And it was. Before we loaded on a plane, they called it off. Said, no. And everybody's going, you know, you got to do what you got to do when it comes around.
Oh yeah.
Get ready for it, man. Don't get scared of it.
I never went to combat, and
yeah, I'm glad.
you know, back then you're like, oh, you wanna go and do your job, but afterwards, I'm glad I didn't have to.
Oh man, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody wants that.
My dad, up until I was 18 or had, they called me grandpa. I was 22 years old when I joined. And the whole time before I graduated school,
I was around that age when
I joined the Air Force, son. I go, what for? I'm having a good time around here partying and what I want to join the Air Force for.
Yeah.
I seen what you did 24 years retired Air Force. I'm going, nah, put it up. Turns out I should have. Because the ASVAB scores and what.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing all kinds of good stuff.
You'd
in the
been
Air Force.
good. Well, a lot of guys jump out from one, go to the next, and then go to the next.
Right.
I knew a guy in the Marines. He'd been in the. Let's see. I think he was in the Air Force. He was in the Coast Guard, and I think he left Marines and went to the Army.
You know, we think Marines, we had it rough in boot camp. Yeah, Coast Guard got a little rougher, boys.
Oh yeah.
What they had, the training they had to go through, I seen a little side thing on that. I'm going, damn, I'm glad I wasn't Coast Guard.
Well, I had enough trying to for them to drown me in boot camp. You know?
Oh boy. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he pissed him off one day. They called him up to the classroom, and they had him thumping and squat thrust and everything else in between, and ends up passed out on the floor, just a puddle of sweat. And they private cycle, get some private hunter and drag me in the shower, man. As I took him off in the shower, you turn that thing on, you know. But I knew what they wanted me to do, so I turned it on and drenched him in that water, and it brings him about again. And they go, private cycle, grab him and bring him back out here. So I brought him back out, and they start bend thrust him again. I'm going, you want to piss these guys off, dude?
My bunkmate, my rack mate, he was always in trouble. He couldn't make his rack. He couldn't IP his, uniform. He was always screwing up. And I was good to go, you know. And but every time I come back to the barracks, he'd be on the quarterdeck, and that means I'm on the quarterdeck.
Right.
And I would get there and just push, you know. And after about 10 seconds, he'd say, "Get out of here." And leave the other ones there, because they were just crying and
right. Oh boy. They had fun with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy nowadays, man. They got
like I said, I had fun. That was one of the best times of my life.
Oh man.
They have what though? What were you saying?
Nowadays they got stretch cards. You can't. They can't.
Even in boot camp.
That's what I've heard.
Well, I heard they had that in the Air Force.
Yeah,
their little boot camp.
They can't touch them.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
From what I've been told,
That's been that way for a little bit.
I remember getting wrecked.
Oh yeah.
Stirring them a couple times.
Oh yeah, they put their hands on me for sure.
But it made you what you made, you know.
Well, I deserved it. I didn't have something straight. You know, they're not going to hurt you or beat you or.
No. They're just going to wear you out.
Yeah.
And you'll get back up again, or you'll get worn out again. You know.
You'll figure it out sooner or later.
I remember going in the sand pit, calisthenics, whatnot, and on her back, make it rain.
Yeah.
And they don't want it. They just throwing up a little bit. I'm going, guys, don't be fucking with them. Just make it rain, like I said. Because the longer you want to keep on fucking around, the more we got to sit there making it rain, you know.
Right. It took some of them a while to catch on, right?
Right. It seemed like I'm going, guys, come on, man. This ain't Boy Scouts now, okay?
Yeah.
We're a little bit gone. Now, our senior was a fool. Later on,
we had 4 gunnies in boot camp.
Oh, 4 of them, huh?
4.
Damn. Our senior was a staff, and others were...
And one sergeant.
The 2 of them sergeants. But our staff, I was secretary of the platoon. And I'm like, oh, great, I gotta do all this crap. So I kept the log and counting money and this and that.
Scribe.
And he says, yeah. And he tells us, we're going to send our brass off. We got a jeweler lined up. We're gonna come back with some polished out brass, man. Remember how King P is pretty tore up. You gotta get some brass out and work at it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we're all I'm gathering all the brass and everything, and he's collecting $5 each from the whole platoon, 75 of us, however many it was. And I go, there you go, staff. You made $500, and now you're a PFC because you get your ass busted. A couple of guys in there, we're gonna call up and turn them in, man. I'm going, dude, we graduate. I'm out of here. If that $500 is that more important to them, good for him, man. Hell. And oh no, they made a point of it, and heck, I went CSI, man. I'm sitting in court going, they're gonna have fun with this boy. You know how military court was it?
Were you San Diego?
Yeah, I was a Hollywood Marine. Pendleton. It was up by Mateo up.
Yeah, me too. When we went up north to
Bridgeport.
No, to Pendleton. From boot camp.
Right.
When you go up to the range.
Right.
There was one time we were getting information, and I left my rifle in the hooch. And I was in line, and I was like, something's not right, And I was one of the shorter ones, so I was in the back, of the rank, and so I took off ran back to each guy. Just as soon as I slid
Right.
back in line, you know,
You come around the corner or
the
whatever.
sergeant happened to, you know, the
Caught
one
that
looking
move
over.
on.
He just happened to look over, and I was, you know, we were supposed to be in attention, you know, and so he saw me slide back in, and he had it out for me after that. He
Did he get you at the time for that, or did he?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he might have.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll put.
Well, I think we were going somewhere, so I didn't have to push or anything. But later on, yeah, he got me. And then when we went back to San Diego, he had the scribe put me down for fire watch every night.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But
Well,
the scribe was cool with me, so he gave me the best time for fire watch.
Right.
Either the first one or the last one.
Right. That was the one. The 12 to 4 was. Oh man, what I don't want. Yeah, that was. Yeah, fire watch. Oh boy. Recon. We was right around the corner for those guys. Talega. Their barracks was a constant hut. And where we usually when we had a McGress test or a 25-mile hump, we ended up going Talega Loop, they call it. Ended up going out Case Springs, way inland, you know, making a big loop around. Here we come by Talega, and you got these tricky recon.
I don't know Mateo and all that.
The northern side,
Too much, you
up
know.
by Clemente,
Yeah,
is where we were at.
I just never.
On a return back to
Never
Mateo,
been there.
right around the corner, we had to go by recon.
Yeah.
And they're out there acting psycho like recon does. They want to be crazy, mode. I mean, I've never seen them use a telephone pole, this big around, 6 of them up on their shoulders running on the beach. I'm going, you go, boys. And after all the training out there, you know what, I want to go do recon, because I wasn't a big old motherfucker, like, you know,
Yeah.
somebody wanted to get so big, you know.
Yeah. Well, when that recon came up for us, I really seriously thought about it. That's right up my alley. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like making the change or just doing it right at that time. I just didn't.
Yeah, it's
I really wanted to, but it just didn't feel like.
timing of it.
Yeah, I decided to stay with the platoon and just continue what they were doing.
81s.
81.
Dragon, check this out. Let me get the boot. First time ever firing one of them, right? Poor bull. He went to Admin somewhere afterwards, but when he fired off his, we always like watching him, man, because you can tell who was a good gunner on the Dragon. You hear a boom, it hits something. You know, the retro rockets, very few retro rockets going off.
Mm-hmm.
And this boy didn't get to use his retro rockets. He got tangled up in a tube, never came out, and all the propellant and everything burning off. The round, it hadn't traveled, obviously. It didn't travel nowhere, so there was no exploded.
The javelin is the wire.
Yep.
The wire. Yeah.
You go, I forget how many yards it was, 2,000, 4,000, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to rocket about that big, had a bunch of retro rockets around the circumference of it. And the initial sergeant gets it out the tube, and we're always there with the Dragon, you know, and as you can look across range, you go, look at that dude fly, look at that thing. You see it hopping around doing this and that, and it hits what it does, you know, yeah.
You ever
Yep.
shoot the 50 cal?
No, see, they're just...
We got to shoot that.
Oh,
That's something else, man.
oh, I'll bet.
Woo.
Yeah, we were,
Yeah.
they were just starting to incorporate it back in when I got out, and I'm like,
We had to do some low crawling with the 50 cal shooting over us. You know, they were shooting.
training exercise.
Yeah.
You're learning exercise.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed more dangerous than it was. We were a lot bit lower than the 50 cals were, but still, you hear those things
Oh man, yeah,
whizzing over you.
it's not a little bitty bullet. It ain't no 22 flying
No.
through there or whatever.
No.
Yeah, we would have loved that. We never did get to. I'm like, oh man, that'd be cool to have one of them mounted up on a 6x. I'll be up on top of it, you know, just tear them up, man.
Well-
Did you ever go to Okinawa?
Yeah.
How they act? Where were you at? Oh, which camp?
Hanson.
Oh shit, Camp Hanson.
Kin City.
Yep.
Kin Town.
Yep. Oh boy. Don't,
Shout out to Kin Town.
At least to get protection and whatnot. Most times they loved you because you had money. But a lot of times they
Oh, yeah.
they cop an attitude, boy, and
Oh no, they loved us.
We had an exercise going on, and tanks were getting pretty rowdy with their 20 mics, shooting and tearing stuff up, you know. And they put up a protest, and just tearing up their forest and bamboo. And,
Yeah, I guess we would hear some. We never saw it, but we heard about sometimes the locals
oh yeah, they.
complaining or whatever.
I remember on one occasion they black flag it. You ain't going nowhere, boys. You know, obvious. Because that's how irate they were, you know. We're going to kill them all, let God sort them out. You know, we don't, you know, all the things. Yeah, it was campaign. Kadena was the place to go, man, if you want to have fun.
Oh yeah, they had a good club over there. We always got in trouble. We always got in fights when we went to Kadena. Every time.
I just about guarantee you, I remember them. We were getting ready in Hong Kong. We thought, oh boy, the British Navy was there, right? And here we are there, and going, and you Royal Marines, we're going to show you a real Marine. But it never happened. It was a good thing, you know. Where we were there, it was at least my objective was, I want to go to the Philippines. Just get me to the Philippines. Everything be good.
And it was.
Oh, you remember out in Kenville, you got around. Well, you could look at talk Mama's on you go, man, Mama's on King Deputy looking, right?
There was a mama son that you couldn't walk in her bar and leave without her getting you tore up.
Huh.
She'd pour a glass.
So dope. Okay.
She'd pour a glass for you. It'd be that much liquor, and then she'd put that much juice on top of it, and just keep them coming like.
There were a few. Yeah, that's what I remember. You had to search throughout Kenville and find the right club, and once you found out.
Yeah, everybody had their own
Yeah.
that they liked.
It was. I ran a lot when I was over there. There's nothing else to do up here.
Oh yeah.
Get stuck on camp. And,
Well, you're always running. You're always running.
Yeah. The things
If you're in the infantry, you're running.
the things you know you're going to have to do, you might as well get prepared for it. You know,
That's why we're still in good shape.
right, exactly. You know, they complain about everything. 67 years old riding a bike around, but oh well. You know.
I love riding a bike.
You have a good bub.
Semper Fi, brother.
Yeah. Were you live around here anywhere or what?
Kind of passing through.
Oh, yeah. All right, well then have a good trip, safe trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Good time. Man.
I'll be around for a little bit, so maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah, I'm up.
What was your name?
Bruce.
Bruce Anthony.
Yeah, on up Qualified Road is the Kingman's Veteran Villa.
Oh yeah.
It's a duplex.
I know a guy out there.
What's
Yeah.
his name?
He's
Troy, Don.
You're gonna get me.
Sam.
He's a younger guy. He's that weirdo that lives out there.
I bet I know him or know of him, whatnot. It's a cakewalk out there, man.
I'm sitting there trying to remember his name. It'll come to me after you leave.
After the rent's way good.
Yeah. No, he was. In fact, he took me over there. I was coming through with my trailer, and yeah, he let me park my trailer there, and he told me that was a veteran.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. We
Nice little places. Nice
yeah,
little
they
house.
are.
Yeah.
Well taken care of and whatnot. And you got a groundskeeper, a maintenance man, and you get the crew up front, which whatever. But for the amount of money, I mean, what are you gonna find a 2-bedroom for $300? You know, I mean, good luck.
300. No. Yeah.
And it's at the time we get in Bullhead, and you don't ever reside in Bullhead. That's all I can say. It don't have nothing to do with Bullhead. That place is bad. They're all
Sin City.
big time, man. The thieving.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Yeah, I gotta go play right now, Anthony.
Okay, brother.
You have a good one, man.
Be safe. Good talking to you. You gave me some good video.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and go inside. No weapons allowed. Regular post office. Lots of boxes. Wonder where is there postal center? Find it. Couldn't be back there. Thank you. Highlighted. Good.
Accept your address. Okay. Two rolls of mail.
Thank you so much. Now I know. Priorities.
The white boxes, those are free.
Okay.
You just pay the machine. Whatever is there, those are shipping supplies for sale.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Anything else?
It's on the scale.
These ones are good for 6 months. If they need a new photo.
See for that, so I activated the tracking number.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Oh.
Can I put that?
Thank you.
Wow. I think this will you have a great day. Thank you. Hello. Just ready your line. I only got two left. I can have this back.
I'm sorry, what?
Hi there. I just need a stamp.
One stamp?
One stamp.
I think I can do that.
You got one of those?
Huh?
You got one of those?
Yeah. I better have one.
I get stamps everywhere.
Oh, okay. You collect them?
Sir, you can't
You
record
can,
inside the
yeah.
post office.
Sir, you cannot do that.
Sir,
You
no
cannot do
recording
that.
inside the post office. You can't record inside the post office.
Yes,
I
you can.
understand that you can record what you're doing, but you can't record anything else.
Yes, you can. It's right here.
I understand
Look,
that.
it's even highlighted. Photography for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums.
That's the lobby out there. This is the retail area.
This is the lobby.
No, that's not the lobby. The
Yes,
lobby
I'm
is
not
out
taking
there.
their retail stuff. I'm documenting my
You
purchase.
cannot record in here, sir.
Yes, you can. It says it.
you cannot.
It says it right there.
I just told you this is not the lobby. That's the lobby out there.
Okay, so I'm recording. What do you want me to do?
I need you to stop it. Everybody else has.
I'm not recording your private
All
information.
these people if they wanted to be on your
I don't
film?
have to do that.
You can't do that.
This is public.
This is not public. This is federal.
Right.
Federal
You
building.
cannot,
You
you
cannot
cannot
do that.
record inside of
Federal is
buildings.
public.
No, it's not.
Who pays for federal buildings?
He won't. He refuses.
Obviously not you.
Who pays for federal buildings?
It
Thank
matters
you.
not who pays for it. We
Yes,
just
it
don't-
does. This is my this is my public building.
Yeah, I want to fill it.
I don't need one.
Yes,
This is
you
a
do.
public building.
This
It
is
is
not a public building.
building.
It's federal.
Stick that outside or I'll call the police to have you.
You can call the police. They'll tell you that I'm legally fine to
We'll
do what
take
I'm
you out,
doing.
too.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Well, I guess I'll have to stick around and find out.
I guess you will.
This is a federal building and it's
Yeah, but
public.
people have rights
I have
to
rights.
be on your phone.
I have a First Amendment right to film and take videos in public. Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Not the courtroom, a court,
That's the
a
same.
It's
courthouse.
the same thing. So
No, it's not.
out there you can, and sat here you cannot.
You'll just need to calm down. It's okay.
No, you need to turn it off.
And I don't like to be recorded.
You can't tell people to turn off their cameras.
Exactly.
Exactly. You'll learn. Police come in. Are you speaking it up for
I said up here.
Yeah, just regular, just.
Okay, now you're done with your stuff. Please
Right.
step away. You don't have to keep recording the people here.
You need to quit yelling at me.
Okay. I need a police. That's enough.
She's gonna call the police. She's already called. They'll be here in a minute.
I'm just standing here peacefully recording. I'm not bothering you guys.
I'm
Most people don't want to be on someone's private film.
They need to stay at home then.
I'm working, I have to work here.
You're-
This
you're-
is my place of work.
You're a federal employee.
You're lucky they're gonna have the police escort you, because I'll just throw you out myself.
I'd like to see that.
Dude, I can pick you up one-handed.
You probably could.
Yeah.
And if you liquid fragile, just ignore it. Think about it.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't it go through? I'm sorry, we found that. No, sorry. Track.
This is what I do, ma'am. I know the law.
You know what?
And sir, your threats recorded on camera, so be careful.
Okay, so, Ron is 15.
If they call the cops, might want to watch what you say.
So we'll take it to 18 days. If I go, that's the cheapest with signature. So you're gonna do that one? Okay, and it takes 5 days.
It was. That's what puts a blip in it sometimes.
I'll go outside and wait for them. That way I won't alarm you guys with the camera.
Okay, thank you, brother. Have a wonderful trip out there.
Because now I had COVID. It was 5 weeks ago. My husband said, "Now if they have COVID, why don't we find out?" Because I was worried about it.
Yeah.
So now I'm protecting my mom.
That's good. You have a wonderful trip.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Take care. You too. Bye.
I need, I don't know how many stamps I need.
So, you want to send it?
Well, that's the return one, so probably need 2 stamps. Huh?
Yeah, 2 steps.
Okay. I didn't know because sometimes it's like waiting.
Work for 2 feet movement.
You taking pictures of everybody?
Yeah,
Why?
just because that's what I do.
Because it's one for now I'm always waiting for it. Because I put it all together and
I'm not taking pictures of people. I'm recording the post
You're
office.
disturbing the peace and that's jailable.
For them or?
I'm disturbing the peace.
Yeah, you're disturbing the peace of every.
Wow.
They made that clear.
Oh. If I'm disturbing the peace, then everybody that comes in the post office is disturbing the
your
peace.
stamp.
I know where it is.
Burn the new law.
And then I got to mail it later. It's not finished. Yeah, it's not finished. I need some more paper.
Yeah. 136.
So on each of them, for the one for.
All right. For yours, on all 3 gave Ray was asked for 2 months.
None of them.
Yeah, I'll get
I
it.
made one, so it's little ones. That one's yours, yeah.
They said today, and Brian here.
That's not here and nobody talked to what's.
Good morning.
Oh, I thought you said, how can I help you? Well, this box hasn't even been to our office yet.
Tracking information says that it's been there for over a week.
It was container generated. That box has not been scanned inside our office yet.
Ma'am,
So it's not even there
ma'am,
yet.
you see how you just took a picture of me?
Yeah.
See, I'm allowed to do the same thing.
Okay.
They sent it slow though, if that matters to you, but yeah, that wasn't even reached our office. It's gonna come here before it goes downtown. Okay?
Thank you for doing it.
You're welcome, have a good day. Hello.
Alright, just need to get a.
You need this? Flag, flower, girl.
So give me an up.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you that. He does.
I have a question. Did the lady call the police department? Do you know?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, y'all said you were, so
I don't know. I'm helping customers.
there's no reason to be upset. I'm asking you if y'all called the police like you
The
said.
reason I'm upset because you are recording us and we are working, and I don't like for you to place that in any social media with our faces on.
You should
We are
work-
here to work.
You should
So
work.
Please stop.
I'm not disturbing your work. You're disturbing your work. You should work in the private sector if you don't want to work in public.
Just leave me alone. Enough is enough with you.
Ma'am, I was asking a question.
Yeah, we have. I'm trying to ignore it. And it
Right, so do your job.
frivolous.
I'm not bothering you.
Yes, you are.
Y'all said you were gonna call the police on me, so I want to know if I have to wait for them or if you call the cops, I'm gonna wait.
Yes, they should be here in a minute.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Hi there. How are you doing today?
Oh, just the post office.
Why? You can't record the post office.
Sure you can. Come on. I'll show you.
Waiting on the police.
I'll show you. It's right here. If you want to look,
I'm just trying to figure out what.
I'll show you. I'll help you. Come look right here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, for some reason they're scared of a camera.
We're waiting on the PC film. Yeah.
I'll explain what I'm doing if you want to look.
No, it's cool.
Okay. You asked, I just thought you wanted to find something out. Come look.
Exercise right now is 7 to 9 weeks. And it's,
Expected on Thursday.
I just want to scan it in.
Okay, you have to stay line, please, and I'll give you a receipt for it as soon as you scan it. Then to track it, it's Friday. I can pass the snacks.
It's 5 years after it expired.
You work here, ma'am? You work here?
Yeah, I work here. I'm ready to come back here.
Why do you have an attitude? Why do you have an attitude? I'm asking you if you work here.
Protecting the customers against you, so.
Protecting from me?
Yes.
Why would you protect them from me?
You're recording and you're not supposed to.
This camera's not going to hurt anybody. You work here?
Doesn't matter.
You work here? It does matter. Ma'am, this is your rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. Photographs for news, advertising, and commercial purposes. It's even highlighted.
Sir, listen.
It's even highlighted.
Listen. Thank you.
Linda,
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Alonzo, Adam 161.
Cool, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hello, Linda.
Yes.
So what's going on?
Okay, so you apply for your dad.
Can you make him stop filming us,
I can't.
Why?
First Amendment right.
It's even highlighted on your
The
poster
thing
7.
is that we had a customer down there that repeatedly asked him to stop
I
recording.
understand that, but this is First Amendment right. You can do that. It's
How you feel doesn't trump our rights, and that's why I do this. That's all.
So it makes, when we have customers being upset,
I understand.
How you feel
I get that,
doesn't matter.
But it's still his First Amendment rights. He's legally allowed to do that.
That's
If people
just
get
great.
upset, I mean that's on them. But he's not doing anything.
We almost had a guy that was gonna throw him out.
Right. I almost got
I
assaulted. I almost got
I
assaulted.
don't want our customers upset.
I get that, but I can't. Okay. He's all.
We were trained that if somebody was recording, that they would be recording as a possible threat to our machines as a safety issue.
I haven't even recorded your
They
machine.
can do it out in the lobby, but not machines.
Okay. Well, that's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna call my supervisor and see what he thinks, but
No,
he's
you
not
did it
doing
right.
anything
I appreciate it.
He's not doing anything wrong. Okay.
That's why I do this, to educate all postal workers and city employees and federal employees of the law. That's why I do this.
Okay.
If you go down to the police station and report there, that would be.
I'm going there next.
Yeah, go there next.
I am. That's a public building. I paid for it. You paid for it. That's your building.
I can help us next.
But y'all need to understand that y'all are service workers. You took a job.
We don't want to hear.
You took a job in the government. You're a service worker. You're here to service us. We pay for you.
You don't pay for us.
Yes, federal
No, you
taxes.
don't.
Federal
Don't.
taxes.
You don't
We are
pay
not
taxes
federally
to
funded.
us.
Yes, I do.
We are not federally funded. You can look it up.
1260.
You're still a federal employee.
And we're not federally funded.
And you're
so
bound
we're
by
not
federal,
sitting on your
you're bound by federal laws and statutes. I just educated all these people. That's who I am.
I used to work for the federal government, Jack. You're blowing it.
So did I.
Yeah, you're violating federal law right now.
The cops were just here. The cops were just here.
By taking a damn picture. You have to have
Get the hell out of here.
Ma'am,
authorization to film in a federal building.
That's right. Get the hell out of here.
I'm just standing here filming.
Sick ass.
$3.99 on this. Then you wouldn't wait till.
Did you not see the cops were just here?
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Get on my damn nerve. You filming me. I'll tell you what, I'll sue your ass.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Get a cop in here and have him pulled out.
He had a cop and he wouldn't do anything. Said it was that guy's right.
It's your.
My right to have my picture taken.
You're in public.
I can help you.
I don't give a shit. You
Well, that's why I can.
picture. Am I?
That's why I can take
I'm
your
in the back.
picture.
I'm in the post office.
That's why I can take
I'm
your
not in the
picture.
back.
That's why I
Or
can take.
outside. I'm in the post
This is a public building.
I used to work for
I don't want
He's
this
gotta
guy
go.
taking my damn picture.
He's gotta go.
It's his First Amendment right. He can do that. He can do that.
They're causing a
Do it
disturbance.
outside, but not in the
Yes,
post
he can.
office.
Yes, he can.
I'll just stand here
I used
peacefully.
to work for the Department of Defense. You have to have written authorization to film in
Okay.
any federal building.
That's right.
That would include your police department, I'm sure.
Okay, and we'll gladly just talk to him there.
Because now this is becoming a harassment.
Take his ass out of here.
They are becoming harassment.
Customers don't want to be filmed, sir. Nobody wants to be filmed.
They are in public. I just explained to you, this is why I do what I do. To educate you people.
I have personal information here, so I'm doing passports, so I have personal information that these people don't want you to see.
Okay, tell the cop.
I think she did.
I know, and they didn't do anything, because this is my First Amendment right.
but
This is my First Amendment right.
being a creep with people.
I'm not being a creep, I'm just standing here.
You're filming
The police are
people,
here. The police
Right,
don't do nothing.
that's legal.
They say it's his
but
right,
they don't
but
want you to see your person.
I'm not seeing anybody's.
Go check your mail and open it.
Well, that's
and see
private.
your
That would be private.
Exactly. This
Right.
is private.
No, it's not. This is public.
No, the mail is private.
I'm not filming mail.
You're here and you
Right.
catch
I am here.
something and-
This is a
and
public
when you
building.
post that, someone's gonna see it and
A lot.
people's
Technically,
addresses.
his right ends when it infringes on yours.
A lot of.
So understand
Exactly.
that. This is not a government building. The post office is not ran by the United States government. You may want to look into that. Yeah, I'm right. You can giggle all you want, partner. But I'm not.
The cops are just here.
Oh, I'm well aware.
This is a government building.
Does it sound? I'm not arguing with you.
I'm not arguing with you.
So
I'm educating you.
So I know you're not, partner.
They took that out, now you took it out.
So what are you trying to educate?
You keep thinking that.
What are you trying to educate me on?
Do you think you're in a government building?
It's a federal building.
Okay, so you're not. You're not.
This is a government.
Claiming.
This is a government.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
Right.
You came in here and started
So
talking
let me
to
get
me.
this right. You're just standing in here just to do it.
Harassing us.
That makes you a dick. Understand that?
I'm harassing.
Yeah, well, yeah, man, because everybody doesn't want to be on your little YouTube thing, right?
Do you work for a newspaper?
Right? Oh no, he's just claiming it's his First Amendment right, which it is. Don't get me wrong.
But not in the
But there's a
federal
fine
building.
line. There's a
You're not
fine
allowed
line
to
between
take pictures.
exercising that right
You're
and
not
being
allowed-
an asshole.
Not-
There is a very fine line.
But not in the federal building, damn
He's
it.
just being entitled.
Yes, let him do his thing. It makes him feel important, so it's all good.
I would have told you I was an asshole. You didn't have to tell me that.
Oh no, you don't have to tell anybody, dude. It's quite clear.
Yeah, no.
You know.
And your intentions are not known.
Your intentions aren't known.
Yeah, they are. I'm in here
I'm in line.
doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I bought a
The
stamp.
oddball here is you.
I bought a stamp.
Oh well, good for you. Look at
Well,
you.
you got your
Look at
stamp.
you.
Look at you.
You think you're writing this.
Look at
line,
you.
You're actually not. You're making just a complete.
You're fine to go.
I don't want to be on camera.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
All
No,
right.
he's educating
He's
on
gonna be
everyone on what an
standing here
asshole
for
he
as
is.
long as he wants to, because the cops came and didn't take him out. So.
They can't take me
Might as
out.
well come back another time.
Cops aren't federal police. They can't take me.
Yeah. Oh man, you just think you understand everything,
This
don't
is other
you?
people's privacy. We just don't want to be on
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
You're in public.
Again, his right ends. when-
So that's not private. You just said it's private. You're in public.
But we still wouldn't want them to put us right on
You
the
can stay home.
Yeah. There's a reason the post office doesn't post video.
I don't care, he's probably gonna post this as
Oh,
Karen's. He's
He's
probably
made-
gonna
he-
post this as Karen's, it doesn't
He's
matter.
the one that looks like the fool here.
Yeah, and I'll get like 100,000 views.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Is that
Yeah,
all?
you're
I
fine.
know, right? Is that
You're
all?
not in line?
No. I was already in line. I had my
Reviews,
business.
man, 'cause you can't have-
You're fine.
It's clear you make pride
For
enough to hold down a real job.
Oh, just this video.
Oh my goodness.
No, he doesn't have a real job because no one else is dealing with it.
Oh my God.
Right. I know, right?
I know people that have gotten in the millions, and they didn't do something like this that infringes on people's rights.
Film.
You're in
He
public.
just wants to be a jerk.
He's being a dick, dude. This-
I wish you would punch
He's just
me.
being an asshole.
And I bet he
Yeah,
edits
no,
out
you don't,
what
partner.
people are-
You'll be right to jail.
You're probably going, this day is going probably end very badly for you. You're in the wrong state to do that stupid shit.
He's got a
You know people carry guns around here?
I'm from Texas.
Oh, well, that explains the
That explains it.
That explains the dumb shittery right there.
I crossed an imaginary border.
That's hilarious.
Do you have a weapon?
Do you?
Does it matter?
Does it matter if I do?
Yeah, because you're in here
Because
actually,
I'm talking about other people who do
Yeah.
have weapons and bad attitudes.
So because I'm holding a camera, it matters if I have a
well,
weapon?
it's because you're invading everyone's privacy here.
You're not.
We do have a, yes, there
You're
is
in
a-
public.
there is a
You're in
certain
public.
amount of privacy
You're in
you are
public.
expected to have, even in a public place. There's a reason they don't put cameras in these places and post it.
There are cameras here. There's
Yeah,
one
but they
right
don't
there.
post it to
There's
you.
one right there.
They don't post it to
There's
you.
one right.
There's a
one right
reason. That's all right, man. You're in Arizona. Your shit ain't gonna last too long. Somebody's gonna straighten you out real quick. I got no.
You can stand in front of me. Keep that away from me.
It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one knows that, right? Just so everybody
I'm
watching
gonna go get the
knows.
cops again, okay?
They were already here.
Yeah.
Your own business.
Why don't you just leave? You're invaded my privacy and everything.
You're in public.
Right, we haven't had the police here and the police said it's right.
Thank you.
But our rights are not our.
Right. That's what the cards do. You can't, some people's kids.
What are you filming for?
Shits and giggles, apparently. Yeah, to piss people off, to get a rise out of people because he thinks he's important or some shit. I don't know. You know. Right.
Show them the don't side.
He's from Texas. He's gonna find out real quick.
God bless you.
You can show